everybody, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Two Guys, One Moop. I am El Fuzzo, and with me here today is.
Brando from Brando Comics on Instagram. What's up, everybody? I'm excited for this. We finally got around to doing this. We've been talking about it for a few months now. It's our first episode. And yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting.
Well, it's going to be fun.
So basically, the show, Shaun, let's talk about what the show is going to be about. And I'm going to call him Shaun a bunch, but he goes by Fuzzy and Fuzz mostly. But whatever works. Because this is going to be completely unedited and raw. And that's the way we like it, is raw.
Ooh.
So, Shaun, you want to kick off what the show is going to be about?
Today, we are going to talk about a book called The Arrival. And why don't you tell everybody who it's written by and, written by?
Yeah. Funny story about that. The Arrival is a 2006 graphic novel, emphasis on graphic, by Shaun Tans. And it's an immigrant's life, but with imaginary world portraying a father emigrating to a new land. Emphasis on graphic novel.
Oh, yeah, super emphasis, because I'm going to tell you a little story here. So when I first started doing my hot sauce videos, when I was about to launch it, I talked to Brando a lot, and I said, hey, man, do you have any books that I haven't read that I should read and possibly review for this? And he told me a couple, and then he was like, oh, man, you got to read The Arrival. It's so good. And I was like, okay, well, so most of the time for my hot sauce reviews and for books that I want to read, I'm not really a digital guy. So I'm lucky enough to go through my library. So I requested it from my library. I went and I picked it up and picked my kid up from school, and I got home and I started, kind of leafing through it, and I was confused. I was super confused because I didn't see any fucking words. So I flipped through about 10 pages of this with no words, mind you, none, zero, no bubbles, no explanations, nothing, pictures. And so I hit Brando up and I'm like, hey, man, how am I supposed to read a book with no fucking words?
Well, I mean, it does say it's imaginary. You got to use your imagination and figure out the words on your own, I guess. I don't know how I forgot to mention to this poor guy the most obvious thing of all, that yes, this is a really, really awesome graphic novel. I'll get into the art in a little bit, but yeah, I completely failed to mention that there's absolutely no fucking words in this. And
There's not a single word.
I don't know if he thought he got a broken copy at the library, because he's that age where going to the library is so cool. But yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I forgot to mention there's no words in it, but it was a good laugh.
Once I got through that, though, and understood that I wasn't reading shit, we were just going to look at a lot of pictures. It actually is an insanely beautiful story. And the artwork is phenomenal.
I agree 100%. That's why I picked it up. I've had it for a while. It's just, it evokes a certain, I guess, kind of emotion. Like right when you open it up, you see all these pictures of immigrants, and the art in this is just pretty spectacular. Now, before I show you some more art, how I went through this, or how I go through books like this, is I like to put on like, I guess ironically, wordless music, so like classical music.
Because there's no words.
There's no words, and it just kind of hits that, because like I'm a family of immigrants, and it just, I don't know how to explain it more than just you listen to the music and make up your own story as it goes along. That's what the intention was from the creator of this, was to have you make up your own words and to have the story be told just by pictures, because it's about immigrants, and immigrants come from anywhere from around the world, different languages, different abilities to read or not read, all of the above for that. So no need for words when there's pictures, but if you just open up to a random page, like you can see Just how awesome the artwork is. I don't know if you can totally see it. The ship that he goes on, things like that. I definitely recommend this read.
Or fucking just picture book.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you can't disagree. I know Fuzz doesn't disagree that when you really hit it and go through it twice, two times, once to just get the pictures, and then the second to make up your own story and your own words along to it, that it's not really good.
Like from my personal perspective, like it's insanely beautiful because like I mean, if you are a person that did immigrate to this country or your grandparents or you know your great grandparents or whatever, like that's seems like how it kind of used to be done where like the family would stay behind but the one member of the family would go and they would find work and they would work their asses off just to send all this money back to wherever they came from to eventually get their family over to the country. And I feel that Shaun Tan really captured that in the art. Like it's kind of odd at first because it's an imaginary it's there's a lot of imaginary creatures and where he goes is like an imaginary place, you know. But I feel that maybe when immigrants first come to a place like America, that might be kind of what it feels like, you know, where they're like, holy shit, I come from here where there's like not a whole lot. And then I get off the boat in America and there's all this industry and all this just crazy shit and books with no words and just pictures.
Yeah, just like that. Like that's a really good
Yeah.
picture depicting about what Sean was just talking about.
Yeah.
Like it's looks like a complete fantasy land, which through the eyes of somebody who's never seen something like that could be how they portray it, how they view it themselves. So that's really cool, and I really dig this. And I don't want to show too many pictures in case you guys want to pick it up, which I recommend. Especially all jokes aside, going to the library to pick it up is cool because support your local library. And that's there's really it's really difficult to talk about a book with no words, but it's more for yourself. It's not for telling others. It's kind of impossible to explain to you guys the feeling I got because everybody's different when they read it or view it, look at it.
Fucking read it. You gotta stop saying read because you
I
ain't gonna
know I
read
can't help it.
shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm terrible at suggesting things. So take all of my suggestions with a grain of salt because they're usually terrible. But
Oh, I don't agree with that because like I really enjoyed it. Like I just didn't enjoy reading it.
yeah, that's true. Fair point. Fair point. I know, but it's 2020, and people are probably not even going to want to look at this because they're like, people don't even like watching silent films anymore. Not
That's
that I ever
true.
watched them, but I feel like I can complain about that as a millennial. But it is kind of cool. But I don't know. Pictures with no words, man. I don't know what to do. I'm a turning 32. I'm a comic book reader. I need my words, but that's why I'm so
Yeah,
impressed with this because this doesn't need words.
absolutely. And he accomplished every goal I think he had in doing it. Like at least for you know people like yourself and me. Like I really expected. I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. When I knew there was no words, I was like, okay, this is gonna be fucking quick. But then like as I flipped through it, I started understanding the story more. I was like, holy shit! Like this is an insanely well told story, but I'm kind of telling the story. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Perfect.
You know, like I'm telling the story even just with his art because it's literally your interpretation of how the art makes you personally feel. And I think in especially in fucking today's age with fucking today's people, like to reach that is just wow. Because we all know lots of people need a lot of shit spelled out. So
No, definitely. And the best part is this came out in 2006 and it's 2020 now and it still completely holds its time very well. And it's also drawn very old school. I'm going to put it probably at least early 1900s, 1910-ish. era that
Yeah,
it's drawn, but it's from 2006 and it still holds true to today. And I think that's awesome. That's about
yeah,
that.
super good.
Now, the second time you went through it, did you take my suggestion and read it with music?
I actually did, but it's funny because you suggested a couple of people to listen to, and this is actually super fucking funny. Um, I ended up downloading a game on my phone, and it's like one of those like word games where you got to spell words and shit. And anyhow, but the music for that game is actually the music that I had playing as I went through it the second time. Totally fit, totally worked, and it was beautiful. It was 10
Perfect.
times better doing it with the classical type music, though, because I think I don't know, like, I'm a metalhead and a punk rock kid, but like, I can still appreciate classical music. But there's something that listening to classical music as you're flipping through this book that like brings so much more to the story that you fucking tell. Like it just certain points. And like what's really cool is like if you find the right song, I feel like if the song that you picked flowed, like it could flow exactly with the story. Like it could start low and like crescendo high and then like finish out mellow, and it would just follow the wave of the book, and it would probably just make such a cool fucking impact.
It's kind of like Pink Floyd with Wizard of Oz, right?
Is that what it was? Was it Wizard of Oz? I
Yeah,
think you're
Wizard
right.
of Oz. Dark Side of the Moon.
Is that, yeah, see, I never
Yeah,
did that.
rebranded, or is it like the third Lion's Roar? You start Dark Side of the Moon and it turns into Dark Side of the Rainbow,
Yeah.
which I know for a fact me and you have a great experience being on the dark side of the rainbow. That's not a drug reference.
It's a
That's a
video game reference.
video game reference. Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about Rainbow Six Siege one day and how me and this guy are absolutely phenomenal at being terrible at that game.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know where you were going. I was
Yeah.
like, don't lie to people because they might want to play, and fucking they're gonna be like, wow, this dude's awful. Did he
Ah,
just
well, that's
blow
all right.
himself up with C4?
It happens. My favorite is when I turn the corner and I get team killed because I look scary. But that's okay. We've all done that.
I've done
But
it so many times.
But yeah, so basically that's pretty much how the show is going to go. We're going to talk about different books. I mean, it's kind of hard, like I said, to talk so much about a book that has no words, and it's kind of ironic. I just realized this now that that Fuzz had to go to a game that's word based to find music that fits a book with no words. So full circle on that one.
Oh shit!
Ah!
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god, that's awesome.
You fucking needed words no matter what. Of course. All right. That's fine. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about random stuff, whatever we want. I'm gonna try hard not to curse so much, but it happens. And like I said, we're both sloppy, and we just talk out normal. This is how we actually usually talk to each other through headsets because he's my man crush, but he lives far away from me. I'm not gonna say where we live because psychopaths everywhere, and I know we're beautiful. Um, So the show is just going to be about nerd stuff, pop culture stuff, whatever stuff. But Fuzz, what is this show not ever going to be about?
It's never going to be about religion or politics because there's no fucking reason that any of that needs to be discussed between someone like myself who either A doesn't give a fuck about most of it, or B just don't have anything to say that anyone's gonna like. So fuck them.
I concur. Yeah, no interest. No interest in talking about religion or politics in or anything hot topics or seven majors, crime reduction, crime analysis, anything involving that type of stuff. There's plenty of amazing podcasts out there and video casts out there that can already touch base on that. Totally support anyone else in this community that wants to talk about that, but it's just not going to be with us because I just have zero interest and I don't want to say anything that will offend anybody, and we don't want to get offended because we all want to come here and have just a good time. So that covers
Absolutely.
that part. So Won't talk about politics or religion or anything of the like. Awesome. Now, what's bothering me, Fuzz, is what is a moop?
A moop. The
Hmm.
definition of a moop to me is a idiot. Is somebody that just is dumb. Someone
Big
that you
old dummy.
see just doing dumb shit that just all the time, just constant dumb shit.
Just a
It's not
big
somebody
old
that
jerk off.
you're not a moop if you do a dumb thing one time and you're like, oh, that was dumb. I'm not going to do that shit. But you're totally a moop if you continue to do dumb shit over and over and over and over and over again. You don't fucking learn.
Agreed. So how we get on this is two guys, one moop. Well, real quick backstory. We're talking about podcasting since we fell in love in October, me and him. And there's two guys, right? At least that's what we appear to be, is guys. And
Go with
he
it.
said the word moop once, and I just got completely drawn to it. And I'm like, I was laughing. I'm like, what is that? And it just fit. So I typed back and said, how about this? Two guys, one moop. Based off of everyone's favorite old internet video from, what is it, the mid 2000s was Two Girls, One Cup.
Yep.
So now we're two guys, one moop.
Exactly. So if you want to break it down, it's two guys, one idiot.
That's right. And obviously, if we have people guesting on this and coming in the chat with us, they're not the moop. We're going to do this thing called Moop of the Week, where we choose one person or even a group of people. Could be a moop is many or one that we think is just so fucking stupid that week that they deserve to be shouted out by us
For their stupidity.
for their stupidity and unnecessary actions, so to speak. So I think we both came to the conclusion, because by the way, we just threw this together tonight. It was real quick. As you can see, I'm going old school with my lesson plan written out. So we agreed. Fuzz, who's taking the Moop of the week?
The moop of the week this week is all these goofy motherfuckers that are going out and buying all this toilet paper and all the fucking sanitizer. You guys are just fucking ridiculous.
I get it.
I get it.
This whole coronavirus thing is serious. I understand people not wanting to get sick, but like, what the fuck is 30 rolls of toilet paper going to do for you?
I don't know what 30 rolls of toilet paper is going to do for you with a respiratory virus, but that's me.
And I get it. Someone's going to be like, oh, but Brando, Fuzz, it's in case I get quarantined and I need to stay in my house and I can't go out and get toilet paper. Well,
I don't know about you. I don't know about you, buddy, but I could buy me like one of those ginormous 4-packs, and that shit almost last me a month. And there's 3 people living in my fucking house. I'm just saying.
I mean, the other thing that you could do if you run out of toilet paper, since you all bought gallons and gallons of hand soap, just wipe your ass with your hand and then use all that soap you just bought to wash it off.
I mean, or you could do what the hell? Somebody called it a hillbilly bidet. And it's when you go to the bathroom and then you just jump your ass in the shower.
Oh yeah, I told you about that. When you do the whole, you gotta let the water flow. You do a little cheek spread, and you just let the water hit that hole and rinse it down.
Boom, done, cleaned up. You don't need to go out and hoard that toilet paper.
Or you could just completely combine everything into one and take a shit in the shower.
I mean, it's going to get messy, but it's going to go down.
What do they call that when that happens? Because you got a stomp waffle? A drain waffle?
There's a term? I didn't even know there was a term.
Yeah, of course there's. Yeah, it's. I think it's when you take a shit in the shower. And it's chunky, right? So it can't go down the drain unless you don't have a cap on your drain because you're living in a trap house. And you got to like stomp it into the drain, and because it has the little holes, looks like I'm milking something. It looks like a waffle. So I think it's called a stomp waffle.
That is insane.
I'm gonna have to fact check myself later on that.
Oh my god, I didn't even know there was a term.
But still, so yes, All you non waffle stomping fucks, stop buying all this toilet paper, all right? Spread some to everybody else. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's heinous that on a Wednesday I go to Walmart to pick up my wife some. Yes, I'm that husband that goes and buys his wife tampons. I buy tampons, and I need to get evaporated milk. There's no evaporated milk. It's completely gone. What are you all doing? Yes, because I'm Greek. We use evaporated milk in our coffee. All right. I don't feel like spending the extra money on the Greek one, which I had to explain to him one day. It's called Nunu, spelled Noi Noi. I use evaporated milk for my coffee. I go to fucking Walmart because it's 84 cents a can, and I'm trying to save because I don't feel like spending $2.34 at the Acme, the grocery store. And it's all sold out.
Evaporated milk.
Yeah. So do you know what all those people, like, I buy like 10 cans at a time. Fine. You know what? 10 cans, I make it last. But like, what Moop bought all my fucking evaporated milk? That's what I'd like to know.
I bet you there was several.
Yeah. No, it looked like a battle zone.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable.
absolutely.
Like in Diablo 1, when you're with your, oh, I'm sorry, Diablo 2, when you're going to fight Baal at the end, you have all your friends and just like all these people, Leroy Jenkins the shit out of that place, and just completely, like, people were getting knocked over, and it's unbelievable. Like, it's like Black Friday on steroids for this coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What were all you people doing? What were they doing before? Were they washing their hands? Because soap should always fucking be sold out then, right?
I mean, you would think. I also, like I said, dude, like what the fuck? Like I don't get it. Like, okay, I wash my hands every day. I wash my hands before I eat. I wash my hands after I go to the bathroom. I can make one of those little 98 cents soft soap fucking squeeze. I can make one of those last over a month.
Yeah.
Like, over a month.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. What are you doing?
I know.
I'll tell you what you're doing. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now what they're doing. Being a bunch of fucking moops.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
And this reminded me, they just dropped an article today. In fact, all these people are moops, but this one guy, I don't know his name, but my wife showed me a article that this dildo went out and bought like $17,500 worth of toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and cleaning products. And he put them in his garage, and he tried to sell them on Amazon because you know how sellers on eBay, Amazon, things get hot and they want to make a buck. Listen, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, trying to flip a little bit, but flip a little bit, man. Like, this guy was trying to charge people, I think, like $75 for a small hand sanitizer, like $250 for a painter's mask. But guess what happened? Amazon, you are not a Moop. I love you, because they swooped in with such ferocity and fixed it to where they allow no price gouging like that. Absolutely booted all these new sellers that came out of nowhere, Johnny come latelys, to sell this product for extreme amounts of money.
Holy shit.
And this Moop is stuck with $17,500 worth of cleaning products in his garage and nowhere to sell it and no one to buy it. Bullshit. So fuck that guy.
Absolutely. Because that's fucking bullshit.
Absolutely.
Good job, Amazon. Good job on you.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeffy, you're a good man.
Is that the owner of Amazon?
Jeff Bezos? Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't know the owner's name.
Yeah,
he's
pretty much the owner of
buddies?
the world. I wish. You think my room would look like this if I was friends with him?
I don't know. Fuck,
Dude,
maybe. I don't know.
There's a lot I would do for that man for some of his money. When I say a lot, I mean like, you know, hang out with him, play cards,
go golfing.
Yeah.
He makes too much money to play cards, man. That dude golfs.
Oh, God, he absolutely 100%, 100%. That's the Moop. So we're gonna also want suggestions for Moop of the week, and
Absolutely.
I don't know how we're gonna figure this out, but we're gonna incorporate both our Instagrams. Plus, we made an Instagram page for this, and send suggestions, people. I want suggestions,
dude. Honest to God, I don't even give a fuck if it's some lame ass dude in your hometown. Like if that dude,
Yes.
like I don't even give a shit. Like if it's that dude, like if you're walking around the town or whatever, you hit up your local comic shop, you see some dickhead in there trying to flip a bunch of Batman 89s. Like, dude, that guy's the move. Get him and let us know and we'll fucking blast it. I don't give a shit.
And you know what? Just this is completely just got pulled out. Why not? Anybody from your life that you think is a Moop and should be called out, and we think it's funny enough or good enough, we'll throw it out there. For example, Tony Bebo, 2005. You stole my pack of Marlboro Reds, and I'll never fucking forget that. I don't smoke anymore, but I'll never forget that. 2005, Tony Bebo, you're a Moop.
You know who else is a fucking move? That
Who's that?
fucking dude that signed that fucking Journey into Mystery 83. What the fuck was his name?
Oh, God. Craig Freeman? Okay. For all you parents out there, or whoever's watching this, do me a favor. If you ever, I don't care if the book just came out and it's the first appearance of Razzmatazz or whoever.
Shit,
This
I gotta
is-
get that.
This. Don't let your kid write their name anywhere on the book, because I was actually greatly considering going upstairs last night, stroking my wife like she's never been stroked before, and telling her, honey, my love, light of my life, my angel, can I spend $4,000 on a comic book? And then I zoomed in and saw on the top where it says Journey, Craig Freeman.
Is it Craig Freeman?
Instant comic boner kill. Just saying.
Fuck you, Craig Freeman.
And me and Fuzz here, we're not. What's the size queen equivalent for comic books for grading? We're not grade queens.
That would work. Yeah.
Grade. We're not grade queens. We're queens, but not grade queens.
Agreed.
And a little crinkle here, a small tear. If that justifies, okay, but like, don't write on the book, man.
That's still one of my fucking favorite things. Is that somebody somewhere someday is actually gonna like not pay attention and pull the trigger on that book.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fucking get it.
Oh.
And they're gonna be like, oh my god, I have a Journey into Mystery. Who the fuck is Craig Freeman?
Yeah. Big old Moop. I was that guy, and not even for. I mean, it was a semi-expensive book at the time. I wanted to get Amazing Spider-Man 100, the first Centennial issue,
Yeah.
and I saw this on eBay. I'm like, the bid was really low, and whenever you win an eBay auction, you feel like Big Dick Dan. It's like, yeah.
Mhm.
So and even bigger Dick Dan is when you win that auction for low money on a book that usually goes for higher. So let's say that book, I don't know, goes for normally for $100. So I'm bidding, doing my last second snipe. I got that book for like, let's say $47 with $7 shipping. Now $7 shipping is pretty heavy, especially when it comes media mail, when you pay for more than media mail. But anyway, that's the eBay life. And I'm like all excited, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yes, I just got a book I wanted for cheap. And I still don't even know. So I pay. Some days later, I open up my mailbox. There's my nice media mail that I definitely paid for. I open it up, and lo and behold, I don't know how I missed this, in fucking permanent marker.
Fuck out of here.
I really wish I could find you the picture. I know I have it, but I don't want to. Let's see. While I look for this picture, do you have any similar stories about some incidents like that?
I really don't, but that's probably because I'm the guy that like I will long after $40 books. I'm like,
Nothing wrong with that.
I really want this book, and then I'll just be like, okay, fucking drop $40 on it. Like literally, my first Next Men 21, I actually got in a trade. Like I traded 2 books for it. And I mean, looking back on it now, I very well might have gotten hosed on this fucking trade. So I traded a Batman 665, which is the first appearance of Damian Wayne, but it was the Adam Kubert cover.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Beautiful fucking cover. And the Batman 635, first appearance of Red Hood, or first appearance of Jason
Todd.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Red Hood.
So I traded those two books for an X-Men 21. And I think I got hosed because that Next Men, I think, is only like, I think if I got it graded, I think the highest grade I could probably get is an 8.0 on it. But like, I'm also the kind of person that, like, I loved both those Batman books, but I'm a fucking Hellboy fan. So yes, I'm like, maybe I got hosed, but I don't really give a fuck because now I got an X-Men. So, and now, obviously I look at fucking eBay and wherever else I ever go for, San Diego Comic-Con or a dime press, and I just hold myself at night and cry because I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I'd have to sell my whole entire dollar book ass collection to fucking afford one of those. But like I said, man, I'm the kind of guy that, like, most of my money spent in comics is always going to be lower price books, but that's because that's just who I am. And most of the shit that I like, with the exception of a couple of variants here and there, is more lower price shit.
It's fine. So basically, in other words, you're telling me I'm the only asshole that's gone through this between the two of us.
No. Between the two of us, yes.
Oh. Because I found the picture and you're really going to enjoy it now.
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait to see this shit.
So I don't know if you can afford it. So you all know, I know it's hard to see. So there's Spider-Man 100. Yeah. So I'm all excited. I'm like, yes, Big Dick Dan. Got the big book. And then I get it. And a nice big permanent marker. Big old dickhead Lydecker wrote on the bottom. Oh, I must be blind because here, I don't know. It's really hard to show. I'm gonna have my tablet up next time, so it's a lot easier. But like, how stupid am I? You guys know what this cover looks like. Look at the size of Spider-Man. Let me see it. Wait. Look at the size of Spider-Man.
I can see it.
And look at the size of the fucking. So apparently, when I was bidding on that, I was bird boxing it. and didn't pay attention. But I have that book, so it's great.
I actually have to take this back. Okay, so we are both also part of the Comic Book Fiend Club.
Yes, we are.
We are both in the East chapter, and if you follow us, you know that most of us in the East chapter, our number one is Brute Force. So while we were all getting our copies of Brute Force, I found one on eBay for like fucking next to nothing, which obviously that's $1 book anyway, but it was like $1.
Not anymore.
Yeah, because we're changing that shit.
Yeah, we are.
But and I bought it. It was like $1 with like like 3 shipping. So I got the thing totally for $4, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. So I get mine, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I take a picture and I show people, and they like. Then I start seeing everybody else's. I'm like, why the fuck am I the only one that has blue writing? And like, it turns out my Brute Force has water damage.
Oof.
So.
Big oof.
So that was mine.
Well, water damage is the bane of the existence for all comic book collectors. But at the end of the day, it was $1 book at least, right?
Exactly.
And when you look at it, do you see in giant black letters at the bottom Lydecker? Because if not, you're still winning.
Sure don't.
Yeah, fucking awesome. So excited.
Oh yes.
So needless to say, I it's like I'm on a murder investigation when I look at books on eBay now, because I don't ever want that to happen again.
I would fucking hope so.
Like, come on, man. You didn't even sign your name, practice your cursive with a pen. Like, you just wrote your last name in giant black letters in giant permanent marker at the bottom. Like, why,
But
man?
here's my question though. Maybe he didn't. Maybe his mom did.
The fuck his mom? That doesn't help at all. What is she doing that? Come on. In case he gets stolen at school when he goes to recess to show all his friends his amazing, Spider-Man 100, and oh, you can't take this. It says Lydecker.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you know what? Well, fine, Lydecker, whoever you are, because I know hopefully this finds you one day from the picture. You're like, oh, that was my book, dude. Fuck your mom. Like, if she did that, or dad, or brother, anyone, whoever wrote that on there, shame on you.
Wouldn't it be a bitch? Wouldn't it be like a total bitch if like it was a bully at school?
Now you're just trying to make me feel bad.
No, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just think that would be like the ultimate fuck you for a bully.
Okay.
Like, well, okay, so say the bully beats the shit out of Lydecker every fucking day. He's just knocking the shit out of this dude. And then Lydecker don't care because he's like, man, I got my ASM 100. I'm still the man. And then this bully catches his ass one day, just whops him, and then writes his name on the book.
Is that how it usually goes? Is you write your opponent's name on their property?
I don't fucking know.
Like, yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm going to write your name on your property. I'm going to fuck you with your dick. I mean, I guess that is possible. Which, by the way, everyone, we do not condone bullying. We don't like bullies. Bullies, you suck. You will forever and always be number one. Moops, don't like you.
That's what I mean, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because
that's one hell of a way to bully.
I mean, fuck it, dude. I'm just pulling shit out of my ass at this point. I don't know what really happened. For all I know, the kid's a dickhead and he just wrote his name on the book.
Probably. But next time when I go out to your house, which I'm not going to say where it is because again we're too beautiful, we'll have stalkers. I'm gonna spray paint on the side of your house your name, okay, to leave my mark.
Dude, I'm pretty fucking sure if you did that, you'd have to fist fight my wife.
Oh, I would no, she'd kill me. 100%.
She probably would.
100%. 100,000%. Now I would never do that anyway, but you know it doesn't matter because you know what the moral of the story is. I'm the biggest moop of them all for that purchase because then I was so mad, and I picked up my phone and I'm like and I read. I was like, is this guy trying to pull a fast one? Because I know I'm blind, but like this should have been in the description. First thing it says in all capital letters, let it be known, Lydecker written in permanent marker on front cover. I'm like,
no. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, that's me. Because it was my goal one time to get all the centennial issues of Amazing Spider-Man 100, 200, 300, and so on. And something happened along the way. And they like skyrocketed prices for, I think, issue 700, I think 400 and 500. Something.
Is 700 the one with the New York skyline cover?
Oh, so you just put me on the spot, man. Oh, I'm gonna fact check myself. I think you're right. Yeah. Let me see. ASM. Let me see. But something happened, and like all these. Oh no, it's no. This is the one. I ended up picking it up. I got it for. It's a really cool cover. It's hard to see. It's like all these people and all these Spider-Mans made into a cover.
Yes.
So this book, when I first not started collecting, because that was forever and a day ago, but when I got back into collecting after I moved to, whatever. I'm from New York now. Well, I live in New York. I'm not from New York. Don't ever call me a New Yorker. But I live in New York, and I got really heavy back into collecting, and I was smashing out eBay like crazy. Smashing out eBay like my ex-girlfriend used to do with other guys behind my back. And I was hitting that hard. And I wanted this book. And when I first saw it, like when I first came to New York, I'm like, oh, it's on eBay. It was like, I want to say $10. But that was back in the day when I thought that anything above $5 shipping Like I don't care if it's Iron Man 1 for $100. Back then I was so stupid. I was like $6.50 shipping. Like not happening. But so I didn't get it, and then I ended up again. Fast forward like 3 years when I finally picked up that book. 2 years, and instead of getting it for like $10, like I got it for 30 with $6 shipping. So it doesn't even matter. Come on,
It's
man,
like
you're
you're
making me look
telling
bad.
me.
You gotta have. Come on.
I'm trying to think, man.
In
I
case
mean,
you guys
like
didn't know, the smart one in this couple, in this duo.
the worst thing that I do, man, is like I'll I'm the guy that forgets what he has sometimes. So like I'm digging through bins and shit. I'm like, oh, that's dope as fuck. And then I buy it and it's like $1, 2.50, maybe $3. And then I'll get home and I'm cataloging and I'm like, oh god damn it.
Double
Like
dipper.
dude, I hate double buying books. Like it
Mm.
drives me insane. Like there's no okay, outside of Next Men 21, there is no book that I will ever want more than one fucking copy of. And I don't know if that's like my weirdness or if it's just like a weird tick inside me that I just like I don't need more than one of the like one of a certain book.
Are you sure about that? Come on, man. Everybody needs multiple copies of everything Liefeld.
Yeah, no. I don't copy anything fucking life of.
Come on, man. Major X #1. I have like 50 copies.
Oh, well, hey man, he's not fucking signing them. Oh wait, no. He's signing that. He's not
Right.
signing fucking whatever, dickhead.
Huh. Isn't that funny? Liefeld.
What?
Lydecker. All you lie names suck. Saying.
Wouldn't it be fucked up if like you got to really looking at that Lydecker and it like matched Liefeld's signature?
Oh, man.
And
Oh,
did you find out like Lydecker is Liefeld?
Einhorn and Finkel, man. Now I'm just triggered. I'm triggered. Triggered. Totally triggered. And all I want to do now is vape. Thanks, Sean.
No, no, I'm sorry.
You know what? I
But
said I wasn't going to, but go ahead. I'm just gonna sit here and vape now.
no,
Sad.
I mean, honestly, dude, like Liefeld's Liefeld. But like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that there hasn't been a couple of covers I've seen that he did that I was like, oh, wait, who did that? Because I actually dug it. So
It's probably his daughter drawing it. Honestly,
it could be. Does his daughter draw?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make anything cool from him be somebody else. Just so everybody listening knows, all three of you that will be listening. Well, wait, no, me, you, my wife, your wife,
That's
and
four.
Lil Cease. I know we can count on him. So
That's right.
all five of us listening. Um, Liefeld is definitely going to be making the Moop of the week because that guy just comes out with gold, man. The
Bullshit,
things
dude.
he says.
Dude, if we make Liefeld the move of the week, he'll come after us.
That's fine. Bring
He
it
will.
on, Liefeld.
He ain't got nothing better to do than fucking come at people on the interwebs.
That's okay. We have the power of the Moop against him, man. I'm okay with that. Let him come out. What is he going to say? Does it matter? Like he's so hard. This guy is so in love with himself that he has to go after small accounts. Like he's that guy. Like, did you ever hear about Vern Troyer? You know who Vern Troyer was? Mini Me.
The mini me?
Yeah, Mini Me. Rest in peace. I know all that jazz. But let's get to the man himself outside of Mini Me.
Dude, I didn't even
Vern
know he was.
Troyer. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna feel like an asshole if he really didn't die. I think he died.
No, I'm pretty sure he did, but like I
Yeah.
totally forgot.
All right, let's just go with he's dead. And if you're not
All right.
Vern, I'm so sorry. No. So Mini Me, Vern Troyer, I'm not going to call him Mini Me. Vern Troyer and Liefeld are the exact same in the sense that I guarantee you this happened because Vern Troyer's lover, yes, he had one, a stripper, I believe, or a porn star, whatever she was, said that he would obsessively Google himself like every 10 minutes, every single day to see what the internet was talking about him, what the tabloids were saying, what the news was saying. And don't tell me Fuzz, that you can't see Liefeld doing the exact same thing. He's hitting up people. He's going against people that have that are following 10 people and have 10 followers just because they said, "Oh, this new Major X is crap."
That is true. I mean, no, I would 100% guarantee he does that.
But
some people are just vain like that.
They are. Well, no, because we're vain because we know we're beautiful, but we're not like that. Just saying.
And on that note.
Well, yeah, it's about that time. We're at, excited because it's our first episode. I got to constantly say we're at 45 minutes, 26 seconds. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for a first episode.
This is pretty much, it's pretty much how it's going to be. Just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And talking about whatever. Like I said.
I hope you guys don't come here expecting anything fucking enlightening because it ain't going to happen.
No, probably not. But you do get to look at that glorious beard.
Oh, I don't know. It's about time to shave. Dude, listen, this is my rule. This is my rule on shaving. If I take a drink out of a can and my mustache gets caught in the can, it's time to fucking shave.
That is
because, dude, I'm part werewolf, so it all grows back in 2-3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But once I can take a drink out of a can, dude, and this part of the can, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
This part right here, dude, that shit will rip your mustache out like you wouldn't believe. And when it does, that's when it's time to knock it down a bit.
That is both the most goth and hillbilly method of figuring out it's time to shave I've ever heard. Congratulations.
I don't know where the goth comes in, but I'll take it.
Everything that's not regular, nuanced, and normalcy is goth. Come on. That's how it is. That's so goth.
Hell yeah.
I'm just jealous because here, see this? Look, see? Ask me last time I shaved.
When is the last time you shaved?
4 days ago, mofo. Yes.
Dude, I think honest to God, if I would take just a regular blade, put a 1 guard on that thing and take my face all the way down and just leave the 5 o'clock shadow and shit, in 4 days, I'd probably have enough for a 2 guard to cut again. Oof. That's how fast this shit grows. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm not complaining because it definitely matches my chest hair when you lay on me bare, because that's where I'm golden. That's right. And when he lays on my chest, it's like Velcro. And then in the morning when he leaves,
oh my God!
At least in my head.
I don't know if that's horrifying
or awesome.
Or awesome. To come up with that.
Yeah, you can combine the two. Yeah,
Velcro. I like that.
Me too. All right, so with that, about to wrap up here. Go ahead.
Real quick before we wrap up, I also do hot sauce and comic book review videos, and I don't know if you guys if you ever watch them and stuff like that. They're a good time. It's basically me reviewing a certain book and eating one specific sauce, and I explain the sauce, I explain the book. It's usually videos are roughly around 7 to 8 minutes, so it's a quick watch, and I just want to throw that out there.
100%. Guys, go watch those videos. They're informative, they're funny, you laugh, you cry, all in between. Some of his reactions are absolutely hysterical. Like this morning, I promised to him that I always watch and support all those reviews. I'm lying in bed, my wife's 5 in the morning because I was trying to do stuff together. I go to bed late. And I'm I told him I'd watch it. I turn it on. Right out of the rip, his reaction made me giggle so much. I woke my wife up. So everyone, just so you know, he gets the Brando stamp of approval. Okay? Brando stamp of approval. That's what he gets for his videos. So go watch and check them out. 100%. We're going to be totally inlaying those on the episodes. I don't do anything else besides just my Instagram, so I'm not cool. This is basically the only thing I'm going to do.
Better pump the brakes on that because I'm definitely not cool.
Oh, stop it. You're very cool.
Okay. I mean, we can. I can go upstairs and wake up my 8-year-old. She can tell you how cool I am. Because I promise she ain't gonna say that.
Oh, you're so cool. You write your name on your comics.
Yes, I do.
But that's that. So, like we said, suggestions, please hit us up. We're gonna figure out how to put our Instagrams and stuff on our YouTube channel. We're gonna have all that, so you can hit us up. Suggestions, please. We're all about trolls, but I'm just gonna just don't waste your time. We're not doing anything racially motivated. No racist shit that doesn't get tolerated here. Nothing sexist. Nothing that goes against any of that. No social whatever. None of that. Nothing with politics. You can say all day long. Oh, you know what this guy said during this debate? That's great. Talk about it with your buddy Leidecker, because we don't want to hear it. Religion, by all means, practice, do your thing, but we're just not going to talk about that either. So give us suggestions, like we said, anything, books you want us to read.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, whatever, anything.
Any kind of topic. Yeah, because I mean, we got nothing better to do except for bullshit, because we both love talking to each other. So
that's right. Every day, it's kind of every morning I wake up, I open my phone, and by the way, I work middle shift, and my wife is gone when I wake up. And you think when I would open my phone, the first thing I see is my wife saying, "Hey, I miss you." No, it's a morning boo boo from that guy. So,
it is.
from the moment my eyes open, he's the first message I see. So it's meant to be,
Like that.
and that's what
It's
we're
meant
doing.
to be.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Stay safe as always. Cutting out 2 guys, 1 Moop. Thank you. Episode 1.
Thank you.